Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's Senna, and you already know I'm back to help you out once again with your Fortnite career. So today I'm about to talk to you. I'm about to give you a real talk. All right. Um, there hasn't been an event in 3 weeks. The Winter Royale happened, and now it is January 11th. The Winter Royale ended on the 22nd. So that's 9 days plus 11. 9/11. That's 20 days. 20 days, y'all. If you haven't been grinding for the past 20 days, I want you to think about this. Think about this. Think about this. That's 20 days. If you haven't put in at least 4 hours in those 15 days, a day per day, so 15 times 4, if you haven't put in at least 60 hours in the past 3 weeks, you should be disappointed in yourself. If you are an aspiring competitive player and you haven't put in at least 60 hours in the past 20 days, like, remember, if you want to make this your full time, if you want to go pro, if you want to do this like if this is what you want to do, bro, do it like this is the only thing you want to do. There's no point in hesitating, stuttering, getting caught up in what other people talk about. You got to know what you want yourself, bro, and just grind for it. I'll be talking about everything that's on the screen, but I just got to get this out the way. If you really, truly want this, you can't grind only when an event gets announced. These pro players, they're playing box fights all day, every day, all night, all day. They're scrimming 7 to 11, 7 to 9, whatever the time is. These pros are putting in work. And you're taking a break talking as if you're a pro. You're not even close. You're not even close to being a pro. Look at this. Look at this. Pro. This is how good you are. This is how good you are. This is how good you can be. This is how good you can be. You can be as good as a pro. You don't need the pro Discord. You don't need elite scrims. You don't need none of that, bro. Because at the end of the day, the same fundamentals apply to everyone. What the pros are doing is, yes, they're playing against better competition. They're getting better competition off spawn. They're getting better competition mid game, late game, just better competition in general. They're playing against people who know what they're doing. They're playing against people who know their limits, their maxims and their mins. But this right here is all about mindset, and this chart right here is just like, it's 11 seasons has passed by, right? Every pro player was a casual at the start. Season 1, 2. Everybody was a casual. Nobody was thinking about going pro. Season 3, nobody was really even thinking about going pro. The game was just fun. You had content creators, and then the events started happening. The no cash events, like just the original pop-up cups where you just got a badge for getting 20 points. But that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is certain pros like Bugha started playing the game in season 3. I've been playing this game since the day it came out. The day it came out. Bugha's better than me. So let's think about this. Why is Bugha better than me? Why is he better than me? How could he be better than me? I've been playing the game longer than him. I'm an OG. Why ain't I better than this man? Obviously, that's not the way it works. The time he's been putting in to learn the game and get better at it is completely different from what I've been doing. I played this game as a casual, complete casual, and above average casual. I used to literally solo squad for probably about three and a half seasons, probably up to like season 4 or 5. I'll just say season 4 because I started playing the pop-up cups, but nobody really played them because it was only like bots. But just think about this, right? If you've been grinding this game in season 5, one of the bots who placed first place in the one of the pop-up cups, if you got first place in the pop-up cup, you qualified for the World Cup. Or no, not the World Cup, the Secret Skirmish. Secret Skirmish happened in like season 7, 8. Secret Skirmish. A complete nobody of a bot, just because he played a pop-up cup 2 seasons ago, qualified for it. Got flown out and got to play in the Secret Skirmish with pros to win money for free. A lot of people don't know that, but that truly happened. I think he was Zexro's teammate. I think because you had random teammates during the Secret Skirmish. And everybody had random teammates, and I think Zexro got partnered up with him. He was terrible at the game, but Just the fact that he grinded so long ago, it paid off now. These pros, they've been grinding since they started playing the game. Think about Booger's skill, like the skill gap he had to catch up to. Playing the game, and he's a pro. He passed up everybody in about 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Now, everybody at this point, if you are a competitive player, if you scrim, if you box fight, if you do anything, you should be ahead of the competition. You should be able to solo squad. You should be able to drop 20 bombs. If you can't do that, you need to get back into the pubs. Because people say, pubs don't help, pubs don't do this, pubs are useless. Why does Tfue play? Why does he do high kill solos? Why does he do high kill solo squads? People play pubs, they just don't play it on stream because it's boring. Pubs are just boring in general. But if you can't clap bots, you have no, why are you even trying to clap good people? Why are you trying to even do that? Like, why are you even, I don't get it. I never understood that. I hear kids say pubs are useless, but they're dog shit. Just being honest. Everybody who says pubs are useless, probably dog shit players who only have 500 wins, less than. And there's nothing wrong with the amount of wins you have or anything like that, but just keep your mindset in check. You're not better than anybody, and don't have an ego. You have an ego for no reason. You have zero earnings, and you're talking about pubs are trash. You're literally just as bad as those pub players, pretty much. But yeah, let's just compare and contrast the average competitive player to a pro. The pros have scrim knowledge. They've been scrimming since season 3, 4, 5. It's season 11, bro. They have 6 seasons worth of scrimming on you. Game sense and awareness. After scrimming for that long, you already know. You know, bro. You know how to rotate. You know how to do this. You know how to do that. In-game experience. It's different practicing in creative and practicing in a real game. And like I said, 10 seasons of grinding. Pro scrims at the highest level of practice. You don't have discipline. You take breaks whenever you want to. Whenever you get tilted, you don't box fight, and you still have the nerve to call the game boring. You still have that. I don't know why you have an ego. A lot of kids have an ego for no reason. You're not good at the game. Stop talking like you are. I don't care what your earnings are. If you don't grind, you're not good. Just because you got earnings last season, 2 seasons ago, the game is a completely different game now. You're not good at the game. You might as well just quit if you're going to keep bringing up your earnings from 2 seasons ago. But let's just get back to us. Let's get back to us, because we're not worried about exactly what the pros are doing. We have to get our mind right. Our mind, not their mind. We don't care about what they're doing. That's just another human being. Remember, this is just a video game. At the end of the day, you're a human being. Are you confident in your own abilities? Are you confident in yourself mentally, physically? If you are, that will reflect in game. Pros, I'm sure they don't just play the game all day because they don't need to. A pro at this level doesn't have to put in 8 hours every day, but the fact that he is constantly sharpening and getting his killer instinct, like he's mastering his craft. Literally, he's mastering his craft. What are you doing? Taking breaks every other week, quitting the game because you say it's brain dead players, bots, this that. You need to scrim more. You need to play more pubs. You need to play more arena. Arena kids are not brain dead. Anybody who's WK in an arena is doing it for a good purpose. You will have to understand, everybody has their purpose when they're playing this game. Nobody is complete. Everybody calls people brain dead. But if you're WK in scrims or arena, you obviously want to get as much fighting experience as possible. So just remember that. You all have to get your mind right. Everything in life is mental. If you don't understand that, you're not gonna understand it. You're not gonna get any better. You're like the rate that you improve at is gonna be so slow that you're not gonna have a choice but to either realize that everything is mental, or realize that you just need to quit. And when I say don't scrim and don't box fight, yeah, you scrim, yeah, you box fight, but you don't do it as much as you should. You do 2 hours worth of box fighting. You do 3 scrims, die off spawn 2 of the games, and you're done. You quit. You raged. You don't feel like doing it. It's boring. You hop in creative and free build. Do edit courses, because that's what you need. Because every build that's in the game is already placed. All you have to do is just edit through them, right? Yeah, edit courses, definitely the play. Box fighting, you only do it for 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours is something, but that's not enough. You need to be learning something new every day. If you haven't learned anything new, you cannot quit playing the game. like I said, if you want to make this a full time, you got to treat it like a full time. And I'm not even a full time player, but I treat it like that. I have $200 in earnings. I told myself if I didn't win any money from the winter skirmish, I was gonna quit this game. I think I'm a good player. I've been grinding this game for 2 seasons straight. Season 10, season in chapter 2. My highest placement in season 10 was 124th in the solo cash cup. My lowest placement this season was, I don't know, I think I got like 150 or something, but I've been playing really bad in the cash cups. But either way, what I'm getting at is you have to keep constantly grinding. If I didn't grind for as long as I have, I wouldn't have won money. Winning money in the Winter Royale was not as easy as everybody made it seem. Everybody's talking about if you don't win money in the Winter Royale, like, you suck. I mean, that is true. You do suck because it was like top 1500, but it also wasn't as easy as you think it is either. Because you actually had to think and use your brain. The placements and like the formats, most people aren't even used to playing in tournaments like that. All you do is scrim, so you don't really have any separate play styles. I'm sure the pros, they have W key scrims. They have all of this, bro. Like, they're prepared for anything, and that's what y'all don't understand. They're always prepared. You wonder how, like, a squad pro, let's just say Zate. And also, in the box fights, I 2v2 Zate and TSM Cloud. I 2v2 Polaric and his teammate. He's a YouTuber who makes, like, FPS boost videos. You 2v2 pros in the Discord that I'm about to show you. You 2v2 good players. Nobody in this Discord's bad. I'll link it in the description, and I really hope you take advantage of it and start playing it and grinding it. Because if you don't, I feel bad for you, honestly. This is the only way you're going to get better, is to put in multiple hours. You need to put in at least 6 hours a day. If you have the free time. If you have the free time. I'm not telling you to, like, I don't know. Just put in time whenever you can. And even if you're unmotivated, hop in a free build. Hop in and just do something, bro. You can't be idle. Because remember, you're not as good as a pro. You're down here. You're down here. You're down here. The pros are up here and constantly going up. They're only getting better. How can you catch up to a pro? That's your mindset. How can you catch up or get better to a pro? I mean, how can you catch up to or get better than a pro? The pros, they're good at predicting zones. They've played thousands of scrims at this point, hundreds of thousands of scrims. They have a winning mindset. You don't ever hear a pro say they're gonna lose. They're unconfident. And pros don't tilt. They might tilt, but like, they don't tilt as hard as the normal person does. Like, the normal person rages whenever they die to something that they shouldn't have died to. But the thing is, you don't understand. You should have died to it because you haven't been practicing. Like, you all have to understand, practice is key. Nobody practices. I don't run into bots at all, bro. I haven't ran into any bots. So that right there is telling me that nobody's grinding. Everybody that I'm running into is good at the game. If you're watching this video and you're not confident in your box fighting skills, I box fight for like 6 to 8 hours a day. I've been box fighting for 6 to 8 hours a day for the past 4 days. And sometimes I do it for even 10 hours. I stream every day, y'all. 8 p.m. to after 12. I stream over like midnight, pretty much. 8 p.m. to midnight. After midnight. It's all a mental game. I can't tell you everything, but I'll leave you two resources. 2 resources that I take huge advantage of. The first one is this. T1 box fights. I'll leave a link to it in my description below. Check it out, 100%. This is definitely the best thing that you're ever going to see. NA East matches, you create a match. Exclamation point, create match. NA East. Best, first to 5, 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4. Do as much as you need to. Like, if you want to practice your duos, 2v2, right here. Controller, Cheeto. Create match NAE 7 2v2. Create match EU 3v3. Like, simple, bro. Good players. Like, I highly doubt these kids suck. Highly doubt it. Nobody in this Discord sucks. I don't know why there's not more people in it. And if you suck, like, if you're terrible at box fighting, if you're super bad at box fighting, go to Atlantis Scrims. Go to ranked box fights, click on this hand, it'll find a match for you, and the channel will pop up top. And from there, bro, just grind, look at what your opponents are doing, and if your opponent is W keying, do not learn anything from them. If anything, you need to learn how to counter W keyers. I'm sorry, but if your opponent is W keying, you need to learn how to counter that. You cannot take after that playstyle. That is not smart. You won't learn anything that way. And also, I mean, if you just go to T1 scrims, Atlantis scrims, you can go to looking for players, and like 1v1 build fight, looking for 3v3, 2v2, 1v1. You know what I mean? Like, obviously. And then another one is right here. I'm about to show y'all. Esports eAthlete Labs.
If you're watching this video,
if you don't know who this is the most crucial YouTuber in the game right now. They don't talk about Fortnite specifically, but they talk about the mindset behind games, because you all don't understand. Still, you're not even listening to me. The mindset is everything. Remember this, the mindset. Have you noticed on days where you feel like you're the best player in the world is the days where you do the best? And y'all know that. Everybody knows that. The days when I'm feeling good is the days when I'm playing the best. So why don't you just make it to where you feel good every day? And you might say, oh, that's a forehead moment, but it's really that simple. If you're not feeling confident that day, you need to do something to cheer yourself up. If you're having a bad day, you need to take a quick little break, 30-minute break, hour break, hop off of the game. Do something in real life. Go outside, get into nature. I don't know, play football, play basketball, hang out with your friends, hang out with your family. Do anything, bro. It's life. And if you're feeling good that day, keep grinding. Those are the days where you learn the most, because you're in a super good mood and you don't tilt. Play the game when you're in a good mood. Practice when you're feeling good. Those are the most productive days. If you're feeling good, you're gonna do so good in practice. Even if you do bad, you're doing good because you are learning from everything. You're not tilting. And you need to keep that mindset. Become a consistent clutch player and stop choking. 3 tips to play like a pro gamer. And this video is all about the pros' mindset. They ask pros from various games about their mindset and when they're playing. The secret strategy you must do to become a pro gamer. And these people interview pro players, study pro players. Like you all, I'm telling you, I'm putting you on these 2 channels. Leave it in the description. How did these people help you? eAthlete Labs, box fighting discords, scrim discords. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all, man. Hopefully y'all had a good time and y'all learned something. I hope y'all did. Honestly, I love y'all, or else I wouldn't be telling y'all this info. And yeah, like I said, I ran into NRG Zate, not number 1 player, but everybody knows Zate. TSM Cloud. I had Saf in my chat giving me tips. Now just think about this. If I didn't fight, if I didn't even do the box fights at all, I would have never ran into Zay. I would have never ran into Saf. Bro, like y'all don't understand, bro. Staying positive and staying consistent is key, bro. I fight pro players on the daily. Pro players every single day. Just do this for enough and you will always fight pro players. They'll be accepting your box fights. Because it's all about whoever wants to accept it. And everybody's going to accept it because it's anonymous. They just want to get practice in. VOD review your box fights. Learn what edits are good at certain points. If somebody's on a ramp in front of you facing you, I don't even want to get into detail about it. I don't want to give y'all no answers to anything. I want you to find it out. And remember, y'all, stop asking pros how to get better. It's literally just by playing the game and gaining experience. In the past 4 days, I'm at my all-time best. 8 hours a day. That's 32 hours in 4 days of me just box fighting straight. 32 hours straight of box fighting. Think about how much that is. If you don't get better after 8 hours of you doing the same thing over and over in some way, form, or fashion, you need to change the way you're thinking, bro, because obviously the way you're thinking ain't working. You see the enemy do the same stupid edit over and over. Yes, it might be gay. Yes, it might be lame. But if he's getting free damage off on you, you need to learn how to implement that into your gameplay. Simply put. But I got y'all. I got y'all. It's no biggie. No biggie at all. Because I'm your boy. I'm here to motivate y'all. I'm here to keep y'all on y'all's grind. I'm here to keep you accountable. And everything is your fault. If you die, that's your fault. It's not because you didn't get a gun. It's not because you had a great pistol. It's not because you got an RPG. It's because you didn't do what you could with the cards that you have played with. You didn't do the best with what you had, all right? If you have an RPG and somebody's coming into your room, shoot the RPG at the wall, pickaxe your way out of there. Simple. Instead of trying to take the 50-50 when you know the RPG is going to do 85 damage. If you know a green RPG is going to do 85 damage, why would you even try and kill him? You can't reload the gun in time. He's going to kill you before then. So the only thing you can do is dip. You have to run. But yeah, y'all. Definitely watch E-Athlete Labs. Get your mind right. Because the mind is everything. And that's it. Have a good day, y'all.